Previously on U-552's patrol logs. Whilst out on patrol in sectors BF1 to BF4, U-552 received a radio communication from the BDU of high importance. The message instructed the Red Devils to seek out and hunt down a convoy, which contained the cargo ship Morris Sigmund, which intelligence believes is carrying some critical technology under the Lend-Lease program. On May the 12th, 1941, U-552 was able to ambush this convoy just off the coast of North Wales, only a stone's throw from their destination port of Liverpool. The Red Devils were successful in sinking all ships in the unescorted convoy, including the mission-critical ship Morris Sigmund. With torpedoes and fuel running low, Captain von Dannenberg considers his next move. If he stays too long, the patrol ships and aircraft will soon be drawn to this location. Hi everyone, welcome back. Here we are, back on board the Red Devils in U-552. Last time we sunk the convoy and we sunk the ship with the vital technology which needed to be sunk, and we are literally just off the North Welsh coast. We haven't moved at all. And if you recall, there was that Spanish vessel which sailed through, and we were going to maybe pop up, but then we thought we're probably a little bit too close to the coastline to warrant popping up. It could be quite dangerous. Some patrol boats or aerial reconnaissance may spot us and drop on us, and the sea isn't particularly deep here. We'd be in a lot of trouble. So we let that Spanish guy go. But look who's coming in. We've got another American ship, another C3 by looks of it, and this one hasn't quite finished sinking yet. She's almost sunk. This is the Morris Sigmund. This is the one with the vital technology on it. It's mostly sunk, but not quite fully, which is kind of giving the game away to this one coming in here. But as we're sitting here, oh yes, and I forgot there's that smoke over there, which looks like it's moving at speed, which suggests it could be a destroyer or corvette or something of that ilk. We also have to our east to 84-ish degrees. We've got another smoke plume there. So yeah, we're sitting right in the middle of the shipping lane by the looks of it, which is great for us because ships are coming by quite frequently, but obviously it's going to be heavily patrolled and we're going to start attracting attention if we haven't already. But as we're here, we might as well have a look at this one as it's got an American flag. It looks like a C3. Here's a C3, isn't it? 1, 2. Yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be sitting quite high, which is surprising coming into Liverpool. We'll get the range. She's quite a distance away at the moment. What is she? 4 kilometres. So we're going to let her come a little bit closer. Then we'll get the a more accurate speed check when she gets a bit closer. So yeah, we'll just sit tight for the moment, and hopefully our next victim will come to us. Okay, we're just in a speed check on this C3 freighter now. The Thomas C. Power is the name of the ship. Got 2 deck guns at the front and quite 2 or 3 at the back as well, plus guns along the sides. So she's quite a formidable ship, and she's fairly moving actually. 11 knots. Yeah, she is shifting. All right, let's do another speed check. Not speed check, sorry. Range find. She's now at 2.2 kilometers. What do we have ready? We got Tube 2, which we had flooded previously. That's got a T2 in it. We might as well fire that. T2, T2, and a T1. Okay. Well, torpedo Tube 2. Fire. Los! Tube 2 away. Right, Tube 4 has got a T1, so we'll get that loaded, and then we'll speed this up a bit to 40 knots so we can hopefully fire it and they'll arrive at the same time, more or less. Tube 4, fire. Right, 2 torpedoes away. They're not attempting to reload, so we may only have 2 more in the forward tubes. We might be out of reserves. Okay, she looks in serious trouble now. Serious damage. 2 good torpedo hits. She is listing to starboard. And I think they're abandoning ship, are they? Let's have a look. I think they could possibly be. There's fires coming up through the hatches. Yes, they're abandoning ship. Okay, good. Another C3 to add to the logbook. It's been quite a successful hunt here. We've had, is this the 3rd C3, I think? So, yeah, quite a bit of tonnage. Of course, she's not going to sink, is she? There goes a mast and crane just falling into the water. Time might be enough. I'm a little bit concerned about the smoke over there, although it does seem to be getting further away. I think we maybe need to pop up just to get these sinking. I think that is sunk. It's just kind of hanging there in the water for some bizarre reason. Check the one over here, see if that's coming any closer. Possibly. Okay. Right, let's quickly service the boat and see if we can... Oh, hello. Oh no, I thought the ship was coming into sight. It was just the life raft. Let's quickly service the boat then and try and finish off this merchant ship. Should only be a shell or 2.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Okay, here we are. We've got 9 APs, 9 HEs, and, well, 5 star shells as well. No idea where that went. Couldn't see. So let's try and get some shells on the front. Fell short. Good hit. Right on that middle crane. That's the Thomas C. Power. They're still got the radio guys in the radio room by looks of it. Let's see if we can get some shells that way. This is kind of encourage them to leave. Do we need to move a little bit closer maybe? Oh well, as we move closer, you can just see the highest flag remaining. She's sunk. That's good. We got the other one over there. Let's go and see if she needs any help. But I think we've already got credit to sinking her, to be fair. Okay, we've managed to catch up as we were heading west away from Liverpool, coming into the Irish Sea. Managed to catch up with that Liberty freighter, which looks to be a Spanish flag bearer. So, Monte Jata is the name of the ship. So it does sound Spanish, but let's if she's engaged in illicit war work for the British, then we can potentially sink this ship. However, Spain, being an allied of Germany, thanks for the German help in the Spanish Civil War, unlikely that Spain is going to be against us, but you know, we might as well do an inspection as we're here. Try and do it quick because we don't want to be exposed too much. So the freighter is unarmed, seems to not be escorted, and flies a neutral flag. The prize rules allow us to sink such ships only if we are certain that they are headed towards an enemy port. Well, we certainly know they're coming from an enemy port. If we lack such certainty, ideally we should investigate what is carrying and verify its destination by performing an inspection. If we would, however, have reasons to feel certain that the ship is headed to an enemy port, we may communicate right away that we intend to sink it and proceed with the attack. Let's send a delegation aboard then.
What do you need, officer?
The very British captain welcomes us aboard. Captain of this freighter helps you and your crew to get to the deck and greets you with each member of your delegation with a welcome in, or what can I do for you, Captain? He then introduces himself as Don Edwards. Really? Okay. He speaks Spanish and knows only basics of German speech. Sadly, that turns out to be quite problematic, but nevertheless, both parties manage to make somewhat basic conversation. After exchanging pleasantries, he invites you to his private room. Okay. In the deck house, the officers sit with the captain in the ship's galley. After a short small talk, the captain asks them to state what they need. Let's ask for the shipping documents. Request the captain's documents and detail the cargo of his ship and its destination. He anticipates your request and quickly hands the prepared documents. According to the documents, the ship is headed for the port of Gibraltar, British port, and is headed carrying medical supplies. It seems that this ship is trading with the blockaded Allied ports and is fair prize for you to sink. That's what we thought. Let's order the evacuation. Search the cargo holds. An officer from your group looked around the freighter, accompanied by a talkative sailor who speaks some German. He shared his views on the war and told about his uncle that married a woman from Hamburg. Regarding the search, nothing suspicious was found. Officer looked at some of the cargo but haven't found anything unusual. Let's have a look. That, to me, and I'm no medical expert, that to me does not look like medical supplies. 6,590 small caliber armor piercing ammo and 99 large caliber armor piercing ammo. We're going to order the evacuation. You tell the captain that your orders oblige you to sink this freighter and that they must evacuate it immediately. The captain isn't happy about the outcome, but clearly accepted that there is nothing he can do to avoid this from happening. He doesn't respond to you, but instead starts to shout out to his crew to organise the evacuations of the freighter. Right, let's return to the ship then. Okay, let's spin this round. We've positioned the boat so the ship is behind us. It should be a quite a simple shot, but it sometimes... Why can't I look onto it? Maybe it's some of the other paraphernalia getting in the way. There we go. Now we're locked on. Brilliant. So it does indeed look like a Liberty ship. Velocity is 0. I didn't need to bring that up for there. Distance 680 meters. Angle of bow is as good as 90 degrees, isn't it? About that. Right, tube 5. T1 loaded. Fire. Tube 5 away. Hopefully 1 is going to be enough. You can see the tin fish sail away.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Oh, I've just noticed where the life rafts are. It's not great positioning. I'll be honest, guys. You may get a bit of heat and a bit of a splash.
Sekunden.
It's heading probably under this crane here.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Feindliches Schiff
Oh!
wurde getroffen.
Severed the ship in two. I don't fancy the chances of those in the lifeboats. They might be okay. There goes the bow of the ship. Amazingly, the masts and the cranes at the front and rigging are somehow still upright. But yeah, let's go and offer some support to the life raft. See if any of those guys want to come aboard. Or if not, we'll offer them some food or some supplies. Make sure they're okay. Okay, a little bit of time has passed now. We are coming, if you know the UK sort of geography, we're coming sort of past Anglesey, and we just spotted more smoke on the horizon. Looks like another British ship, an Empire style ship, and there's also a bit of smoke on the horizon over there. Oh, what's that? Another! Oh! I think we can try and get ahead of this one and maybe set in ambush for that one as well. We got potentially another 2 targets. The sun's coming down as well, so that will only aid our attack. Right then, let's get to it. Let's set up an ambush. Okay, we're down at periscope depth, and we are hopefully coming into position to be able to intercept the first of those ships. He says, there she is. Right, let's have a look. What are you? It is Empire Explorer. Get that recognized. We'll set her speed. Trosdock or something, the name of the ship. Can't quite read it. Seems to be going pretty quick as well. There seems to be quite a fast shipping lane right here. They're not hanging about. I don't know if they spotted us. We'll see if they start changing their course. 10 knots. Yeah, they are zipping fairly, aren't they? Let's get the range. She's about 1.8 kilometers, and the other ship, the sun still hasn't quite got down. She's over there, so we've got a bit of time to get that one set up. Okay, we set the course as well. Now we did have a one reserve. We got 3 torpedoes in the front tubes. So we've used both our rear tubes. T2, a T1, and a T2. So let's get the T2 loaded. Tube 1, fire.
Los!
Swim true, little fishy. Off goes that torpedo towards the target, hopefully. Okay, we got a really just about got the shot on. It just literally clipped the bow. I thought we'd missed it at one point. It's obviously drastically slowed, so we'll do another quick speed check, and as I say, I think that shook the ship, but it didn't really do any damage, so we'll try and get another torpedo away, which will leave us just one for the second ship. But you know, 1 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, as they say. I think that's about birds, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's always better to confirm what you can than try and go for things that are slightly beyond your reach. Right, definitely slowed down. So that, I think that 10 knots was a little bit optimistic anyway. It's probably about 9.5 knots, 9 knots. Now she's slowed probably down to about 6, is it? 5 knots. 5, there we go. Tube 3. Fire. And tube 2 is under maintenance, right. Torpedoes almost at the target. Good hits. Trevor. I think we hit. Oh, look at the fire erupting around the bridge and the. I think we got just around the boiler room, didn't it? And that's just set the entire superstructure on fire. I can't see them coming back from that. I feel sorry for the poor crew. If hopefully they'll be able to evacuate the bridge and everything in time, but that didn't have to go up quick. The fire's now spreading to the front section of the ship. There she's gone. She's gone. And I can see smoke in the background. Is that a ship going the other way? There she goes. Down she goes. Yeah, there's that smoke over here, look. Oh, has that turned to come towards us? Let's risk a little bit more light, see if we can see what that is. No, we can't. Right, they've just slipped beneath the wave. There's a couple of life rafts there. Huge plume of black smoke going up in the air. That's a lovely shot, isn't it? With the sun going down over behind the horizon. But we've got another ship over here. So we're going to head towards that one. Excuse me. And see if we can set up an ambush to hit this one as well. Only one torpedo left. And about 3 shells. So yeah. Gertrude Bratt has been radioing messages all day long. I wonder if it's this ship here. She's just radioing our location, perhaps. Who knows? We're going to have a look over all the way around, so we seem to be okay. So let's see if we can... Hello. She's just come into view now. Oh, she's doing some evasive maneuvers as well. Ah, okay. Now that is the second ship. Who the heck is that then? Don't know. So this is the next one we're hopefully going to target. Hopefully she'll settle down, because you can see she's doing evasive maneuvers at the moment. Okay, that looks like a Liberty or a C3 freighter, but we've also got this one in front of us, the Empire Cowdray. Yeah, and I think she's the easier shot. We've only got 1 torpedo, so I don't think you usually need 2 torpedoes for those larger C3 ships. Although we did get that Liberty with 1 shot, didn't we? That was dead in the water after it had been abandoned, so we may not get so lucky with that one. Right, Empire Tower recognized. Speed check started. Sun's still going down nicely. Seven knots distance. 1.8 kilometers, and the angle of barrel is 74. The impossible to hit 74. I'll do. Bloody hell. Right, tube 2, flood. Our last torpedo. Fire! Right, we're done. We're out. We've got to head back to base after this, but let's just see if we can get one last hurrah for this patrol. Nearing the target now. 20 seconds. Well, we didn't calculate that too well, but 20 seconds and she's good hits. Fire's breaking out. The mast fell off. Go on, fire. Yes, it's licking around the funnel now. Going up towards the bridge. Keep burning, keep burning. As much damage as we can. Fingers crossed this one will go down. As I say, we've got a couple of shells. If we need to, service the boat and fire at it. But it would be better if it just sunk on its own accord. The fire around the wheelhouse and the funnel area has been put out by the looks of it. But the fire is spreading rearward, which is giving me a bit more encouragement. There she goes. Perfect. Brilliant. Right. Gertrude Bratt is still radioing away. Maybe this is Gertrude Bratt. We will never know. But there we go. That is us out. We have no more... I thought we saw the ship then. We have no more torpedoes. So it literally is, let's head back to base. Okay, as we make our way back, we've been, I was going to say interrupted, but we've received a very important message from another U-boat. We were attacked by aircraft and sustained heavy damage. We are out of replacement parts. We're asking for help. Meeting point 4658 north, 1129 west. We will stay here we will stay there by 19th of May 1941 0751. Okay, we are not a million miles away, so if we make top speed, we may be able to get to them in time and hopefully offer some assistance and get them up and running. That would be good. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to head to try and help our fellow U-boat captain. Okay, there she is, U-1025, who's stricken at the moment. We've managed to get here, daytime location, which is not great. We'll get somebody on the anti-aircraft gun just in case we're spotted. Because obviously she was damaged by an aircraft. We don't want to be sitting ducks if they return. And we'll see if we can get an engineer with some spare parts across to get them up and running so they can at least limp home to port. Okay, U-1025, this U-boat called for help. According to the message, they need replacement parts from us. We should probably take them with us before meeting their crew, assuming that they want to share. Let's send an investigation team then. Jürgen was welcomed by the skipper of this vessel. After a short exchange of courtesy, the skipper got straight to the point in asking about resources he'd asked for in his radio message. So let's... We'll share one replacement part. Happy to. Mission complete. The skipper thanked us for the help and promised to nicely mention us in the report to headquarters. Reputation has got plus 65% boost, which is nice. Oh, let's have a look around their ship. Look at this. Their boat looks pretty good. Well, apart from it doesn't run. They got all these bananas though. Lucky devils. Don't think we've got any fruit left. We've been at sea a bit too long, but happy to help. We'll be on our way, and good luck for you and the rest of the crew. Right, the guys are back aboard. So we'll leave U-1025 to get going. It looks like she's already moving. Look at that, fantastic. The engine parts obviously helped. She's underway, and we're going to do exactly the same. Heading back to port now. Get refueled, get rearmed, and get some reward for this hard work we've done on this patrol. And back in port, Jürgen gets the Iron Cross second class. The Iron Cross decoration was established in 1813 by King Frederick Wilhelm III of Prussia. It is a long tradition in German military. It's awarded for a single act of bravery in the battle. The black core is made up of solid iron, and the frame is made of alloy called German silver. George Weather, he's received a new decoration, the German Cross in Gold. That's lovely. German Cross in Gold is a newly established decoration awarded for repeated acts of bravery in combat. It's ranked higher than the Iron Cross and paves the way to the reputable Knight's Cross decoration. Crews commonly call this decoration a fried egg, due to the shape it has. Indeed. And the skipper, he receives the Knight's Cross, Hermann von Dannenberg. Knight's Cross is a very respectable decoration granted for exceptional acts of bravery. It is the highest type of decoration in German military. Core of this award is made of iron and the frame is 800 grade silver. Nice. So, the debrief from our patrol. We first sunk the Empire Florizel, who knows? This ship was registered in the UK, carrying food from Halifax to Liverpool, gross registered tonnage of 5,753 tons. Moving up into the Irish Sea, the Empire Avocet was sunk. This ship registered in Great Britain, carrying raw resources from Sydney to Liverpool. His gross registered tonnage was 2,677 tons. Moving right to our patrol zone, where we chased that ship with the delicate Lend-Lease technology. The Thomas F. Bayard was sunk. Our intel tells us this ship had a gross registered tonnage of 7,818 tons and was transporting utilities from Sydney to Liverpool, registered in the USA. So this is when we're starting to see the C3 ships, isn't it? The War Krishna was sunk. Our sources inform us that this ship was headed from Sydney to Liverpool with oil in the cargo hold. The ship's registered tonnage was 6,136 tons, was registered in Great Britain. That was the war oil tanker. Then the Fram was sunk. Our intel tells us this ship had a registered tonnage of 5,718 tons, transporting utilities from Sydney to Liverpool, registered in Sweden. Nipawin Park was sunk. This ship was registered in Canada, was carrying food from Sydney to Liverpool, registered tonnage of 2,857 tons. The Morris Sigmund was sunk. This is the one that was carrying the Lend-Lease technology. This ship was registered in the USA, was carrying medical supplies, apparently, from Sydney to Liverpool, registered tonnage of 7,831 tons. Then Thomas C. Power was sunk. I think that was the first one today, wasn't it? Sources inform us this ship was headed from Sydney to Liverpool, with utilities in the cargo holds. The ship's tonnage was 7,759 tons. It was registered in the US. Montijatta was sunk. Our sources inform us that this ship was headed from Liverpool to Gibraltar with medical supplies in the cargo holds. The ship was gross registered tonnage of 7,240 tons. It was a registered ship of Great Britain, but it had flied a false flag of Spain. Yeah, Don Edward, whatever his name was, didn't fool us. Then the Trozidoc was sunk. Our sources inform us that this ship was headed from Sydney to Liverpool. Medical supplies in the cargo holds. The ship's tonnage was 4,272 tons, registered in Canada. And then finally, the Empire Coldray was sunk. This ship had a registered tonnage of 3,097 tons and was transporting utilities from Gibraltar to Liverpool, registered in the UK. So you can see we've really hit the shipping in that North Wales coastal area. That's pretty heavy there. Boom. So, all in all, a pretty damn good day. We've been awarded another officer, a leader this time, 12,000 money. Registered tonnage sunk on this patrol was 61,158 tons, which is it's pretty good. pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Time at sea was 16 days and 8 hours, and we travelled 5,464 kilometres. And there you can see the number of vessels and what they looked like. Yes, very nice indeed. Plus, our objectives was to help an ally, which we did. U-1025, we gave them some spare parts so they were able to return to port. We found Morris Sigmund. We sunk Morris Sigmund. We reached our patrol zone. We were to patrol and sink a gross registered tonnage of 7,000 tons. We got 61,000 tons and travelled 2,250 kilometres inside the marked area, which we also did successfully. So, a fantastically successful patrol over. The north coast of Wales will forever have lots of reefs for the fishes now, with all that shipping and metal ironwork at the bottom of the sea. And you never know, maybe they'll try and recover some of the goods there, but who knows? Who's to say? Maybe it's too much effort. But we'll go again next time. The legend of U-552 is growing. The Red Devils have once again struck hard against the Allied shipping, and it won't be long before I should imagine they'll start putting some extra patrols on these shipping convoys. And that convoy we attacked last time was escort free, wasn't it? Which was very surprising, especially close to home waters and the home port of Liverpool. But we got away with it, and any opportunity where their escorts are not there, we will try and jump on. So we'll get the ship reloaded, rearmed, and we'll be good to go again next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Hope you're enjoying it. Give us a thumbs up if you are, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.